messed up. It's not very good. I'm going to have to fix it. Hold on. Okay. Well, hello. It's a little cut off, but that's okay. Because it's only me and Kelly gonna be here this morning. I'm J-Man Weird. Welcome to the show. I will make sure the Twitch is up. That you guys are seeing the Twitch. We'll turn down the volume. That is not right. It says I am live. I have to redo this, you guys. Because it's all messed up. For some reason it says we are not live. Now it says we are live. I don't understand. Now it says we are live. Okay, we are live, I guess. It says it, so it must be. So a little bit of me is cut off. That's okay. We get all of Kelly when he's here. This is his pillow, and his slippers are down there. Oh. So I don't have a clue. I don't remember what we're supposed to be doing here. So let's the Lay of the Hunwald. Hunwald asks Ivor to accompany him to Lincoln so that he may reunite with his father. So that's what we are doing. It says I must be anonymous. Oh, you know what I gotta do here, guys? And I hate to do this, but I have to restart this game. I have to exit the game. And I'll tell you why. It started this on the last time I was playing, and it's just not right. So we're gonna restart the stream here in a minute. I'm just gonna cut it off. I'm gonna stop broadcasting. Yeah, I gotta stop this. This is... I don't know if this is still working. If we're still streaming or not. We'll see. I got a bit of a new... So let's see if we can continue. I might have to back up here. Not that one. Today it's at 5 p.m. Let's see if we can load this. Let's see if we can load this. This is such a glitchy game, you guys. The patches aren't good. The the game itself is really buggy as fudge. So we'll just move the chair over a little bit. There, I'm not so much cut off now. I got an itchy nose, and it feels like it's watery, but it's not. Have you ever had that? It's just bothering me. But this is real life. This is real gaming. We'll see where it leaves us. If it not, I might have to just try to figure something out here, because it's glitched right out. It's done this to me before. It says you have to be anonymous. It gets a glitch in it where it won't. You go and you hide yourself, and then it goes boom and get. But then the anonymous thing keeps coming up. So you got to get him into the settlement and into the building, and which is not the hardest thing to do. You hide, you take out a few guards, you walk them into the building, and it works. But it did this before. This is such a glitchy game. It's really poorly put together. The climbing aspects are all messed up. It's just a little bit worse. It's a good story. Like, the story is okay. So escort Hunvald to his home. So we have to go here. I think this is okay. What I did was I tried to get away from the town to get it to reset the anonymous thing. So we'll see if it worked or not. So we'll go back to the dock here. It's just over here to the dock. We'll just turn around and we'll go over here to the dock. It looks like we're anonymous right now. And we'll see if we'll dock. This will work.
Hey, what's the matter?
Let's put her in here.
I'm gonna hire this guy. I'm gonna recruit this
I
Viking.
will find much honor following you.
Yes, you will. Yes, yes, you will.
Join your
Find
blade
much.
to mine. Let
You'll find
ring
much
the
honor.
sword song this day.
So I think the sound might be a little bit loud again. So let's just check the sound. We'll go to the main options, sound. I have most of it at, we'll just turn down the master volume a little bit. Oops, my bad. And some of the sound effects down. And we'll turn down the So we recruited this Viking. We got to take the young feller to his home. I hope it's not too loud on the screen right now. Gotta escort this kid, and this is a distrust area, so oh, I don't want to speak to him. He's just another. There's some guards. I gotta go get him because he's probably standing over here. Yeah, there he is. So we have to get him into town. Follow me. We're gonna swim across this time. See if he follows me. We're heading in the right direction. Fish are jumping. Look at him go, swimming by me. Is he following me? Yeah, he's following me. So I think I managed to reset it. You have to remain anonymous. This happened in another one where I was doing it. Didn't he just sound like, and the fish breathe? Like, what the heck is he saying? Guards everywhere. The last time we did this, I rode in past the guards. I think the game just didn't like the fact that I rode in past the guards. Does he not know how to climb? We'll get Sunan now.
Be my eyes, Sunan.
Okay, we'll go around to another gate and see if we can get in that way. Come on, bud. Let's go. You shall wear the Ootlager. What? Is that like the bootlegger? I don't know. You shall wear the bootlegger. There's guards here. So we'll go the long way around these guards. Like I said, the last time I did this, it was so messed up. We got into town. We rode right past the guards, like fast road, and they didn't recognize us, but
Stretch your wings, Sunan.
like I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to. This is the gate we went in through before. I like this gate because there's the least amount of guards. But you can't give him here a command to wait.
What do you see?
Like you could in the other games. Like I want to give him a command to just wait here. Huh. Well, I'm gonna go around here. Like, I don't have a clue, guys. I really don't. I know this. I want to do this without being glitched, foully glitched up again. Because that really bugs me to no end. There should be no reason why you can't squeeze into there. I jumped on him. Did he come in with me? Not gonna lie, coming in here is kinda useless if you can't do anything with it. Like I said, like this is really poorly done. Like, the boy won't come in here with me. He won't, there's nothing here to see. It's kind of a dumb...
What do you see, Sunan?
Okay, so what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to go in without him. Because he'll have to wait here. Get the gold while I'm here. Or silver or whatever. Like, you won't even... Titanium. Dang. No guards in here. That's helpful.
They will attack on sight here.
Oh, did the boy move himself into position? Outside the wall, yeah. We'll see. That was a nice quiet kill. Gate doesn't look locked. Why can I not open it and just walk through it? Makes zero sense, right? Like, this is the best way to go to get into this town, right here. These two guards. I don't know if this will work. We're gonna try to assassinate these two guys. Remain anonymous. Ominous. We should be able to go up to the house, provided there's no patrols in front of it again. Well, this was much easier than the last time. Not even gonna lie. The boy finally caught up on his own. We did it.
Hunwald! Praise God you live! I do, my dear Reaganhair. Body and soul. Tell my father his son has returned and in fighting form. It is urgent I speak with him.
I'm sorry, Lord, but your father has been taken.
Taken? When?
Weeks ago, Lord. And well ill he was when they carried him off. I wish I could say more.
Who took the Elderman? Was it soldiers or men of God?
There were men with swords, and those of the cloth. And a healer, too. One who had oft been a guest in this house.
Galwina. One of the sisters my father put great faith in. He still has friends in Lincoln. That's a good sign.
Bishop Herefrith among them. He's kept a vigil at the town hall, looking after things in your father's absence until he returns.
Will we find trouble there? At the town hall?
You mean soldiers and the like? Aye. There have been many, many more about since your father took his leave.
Right. We'll find a quiet way in if we can.
I don't like this, like how they do this. This really, I want to be able to just do it without him. He's a pain. I need some arrows. Best I loot the house while I'm here. Because I probably have to remain anonymous again.
Who was that fellow?
Reaganhair? He's an old fixture of my family's household. Loyal to the end. He helps run the place, and he's known me since I was but a little lordling. A simple fellow, but worth every pinch of his salt.
So, this guy right here that's dead on the ground, I think I got rid of him at another time. All of these guys I got rid of at another time. So I did manage to reset the... and their bodies are just laying here. This game is so glitch. Wow, is it ever bad. I'll loot this guy. Okay, there's guards there. See, I'd like him to just stay put. Can't climb walls.
Cast about this land, my friend.
Oh my gosh, was I just not back here? Yeah, I was. Okay. What a pain. Well, I'm leaving the boy out here again to hide in the bushes. We'll get him... Where are those other two guards? They're over there. Okay. Where are those guys? What's in here? Nothing. That's good.
Oh!
I walked by him and nudged him with my shoulder and he had a little conniption bit. See what I'm saying? Like, I didn't climb sideways and it just went sideways. Guy is obviously here somewhere. Yeah, you can stay there, bud. You'll be okay.
I need your eyes, my friend.
I can cast about here, looking around.
Cum magna voce latrari canes belli cubili exarsit. Sic faciam wimperfelium et ambulato per iuga. Non cum canibus adolibitque felini mendacium et humilis.
obviously it's not going to work if he is outside of this place, which is a crock of you know what. So, not happy about that. It's not cool. Well, we'll see if we can lure one of these guys out. Get him away from here.
That's not normal. Bush, huh? Hey, what?
Probably could have gone up behind him. We'll see if he moves. If he doesn't move, I'll go up behind him and just do him in that way. Yeah. And as per normal, we set a trap. Too.
Go, my eyes.
So we try to clear a space here, some kind. There's 2 more guards there. They obviously have to go, because the kid's not going to climb the, like, let's face it, he is not going to climb. Yeah, he's hiding in the bushes.
Don't leave me!
I have to leave you, kid. At least they know well enough to hide. Is there a lot of people over here? Oh, nah. We could probably take out these other 2 guards. And once we take out the other 2 guards, the
Valde in regno dei Gypsy Faraoni. Obsessus cum profeta Mosi imprecari mala magna que fecerat. Deus Mosi et somniorum.
there's a guard over here, but it shouldn't matter.
En ek bjarga fli. Ek man vis deia en tata Petra en detta nidren hori. Afvi ek.
Ne sukitewas wen minuenesa.
Okay. Lots of people, lots of witnesses. So that ain't so good. We'll see.
What is it, a fight? That's not normal. What is it, a fight? What's going on? That's not normal. Coward bullshit. What?
There we go, we got him. That's how we play the game, guys. Now the kid should. He should come to me now.
Go,
Where is he?
Sunan.
Okay. Obviously he's not. So we'll have to go and get his sorry behind. Oops. My bad. My bad. Let's go. Come on. I cleared the way. Surely you can hop down here. You're not such a little girlfriend that you can't hop down here. Go through the good man's house. Long ways around. You don't want to be seen. You want to remain anonymous. Yeah, this is good. This is good. These guys are all...
Lincoln seems a good place to trade.
Does it?
The market is flush with goods.
Yes, it must be. Growing up, we never wanted for anything in my father's home. Bread and poultry and field fruits of all manner. I suppose this is where our servants purchased them. Lincoln's boon was ours as well.
How often did you leave your house, Hunwald?
Oh, from time to time. Yes.
No guards here. So we made it to the place where we need to make it. There we go. So I'm not as slick as some people who play this game or play games at all, but I just do my best.
Archer, Herevrith, tell Lord Hunbeor his son has returned.
My lord, you're well.
Lord
She's evil.
Hunwald, you should have sent forewarning of your return to avoid the violence that dogs you. Lives might have been spared.
Why so surprised to see my return, Bishop? Was I rumored dead?
Oh, worse than dead. It is my reluctant
He's evil
duty
too.
to report the rumor that you were lost in the north, bedding a Dane on some squalid farm.
I'm gonna go directly.
I have no patience for insult and rumor. We have come to speak with Lord Hunbeor. That is all.
Lord Hunbeor has gone, I'm afraid. He would not say where to, but I'm sure he will return shortly. Once the storm has passed.
What on earth do you mean by that? What storm?
Your father feared for his life, Hunwald.
This guy
In his
is
weakened
evil as they
state,
come.
he could not defend himself. Not against a Dane, certainly.
How dare you? Eivor is above reproach.
See this from my view, Hunwald. You arrive after a strange
He's
absence,
deep state, man.
with a hired Viking in tow, demanding
He's
to
deep
see
state.
your father. This does not, in my estimation, imply benign intentions.
These guys are all deep state. Oh, guess who's here, everybody? Guess who's here? Mr. Kelly is here. He's in it. Welcome.
Welcome. Oh, look, the slippers. I get to fucking slide those puppies right on.
Welcome to the show.
If I
Okay.
meant to murder you, these stones would be slick with your gore already.
How's it going, dude?
Such
Good.
violence. Good heavens. God
We're
must have
fighting.
purpose for you pagans in his holy plan, but I confess to utter bafflement.
Yeah, this guy's deep state,
Lord,
man.
your father was at my hospice for a time, but he left of his own accord
Yeah.
without saying a word. That's
I don't
all
know,
we
bishop
know.
or whatever.
Yeah. It's always the bishop or the cardinal or
Come,
the president
Abbess.
or the...
We
They're
should
all
leave
bad.
this young lord to his scurrying thoughts. There is nothing more of use we can
part
say
of an
to him.
organization? Oh, right away, you're bad news.
Take care, my boy.
I don't like her and I don't like him.
Stay within these walls where you're safest. I'll have a look around, see what I can learn about your father.
Huh. You know, between the last three characters I just saw in the last 2 minutes, it's
If
like
my
they're
father
using a
spent
lot
time
of
at the hospice
generic
here,
male
the
head
healers who
number
work there
five.
may
Yep.
know something.
Yeah, it's all
Talk
the
to
same.
them if you can.
It's just
Find out what
cut
they
and
know.
copy and paste, right? Copy paste, copy paste. And they've done that since day one. Like everything is built off the first game, which was as clunky and as broken as this one is. And it is. The climbing is broken on this. If you don't, sometimes it glitches out and you have to remain anonymous for certain missions. So to get this kid to his house, I had to remain anonymous. Well, I didn't, and then once I got hidden again, it didn't click out of the anonymous, like out of the you're not anonymous thing. So I had to go back to a saved game, couple of saved games before, and restart.
Really?
Yeah.
That's fucking lame. That's the kind of stuff that's a game killer.
Yeah, this is it's not a bad story. There's some good things that are going on with it.
Sub for 8 months.
There you go. That's
If I
good.
just hit the...
Echo.
Oh, I know. I just can't figure out where the volume is on this thing. I don't know why it's an issue every time, but... You know, maybe if I turn it this way, the volume will show up. I love that. Thanks, Twitch. Like, thanks for making your volume icon in your app readily apparent. No, they're like, just turn down your phone. It's like, look, you jackass. Put a frickin' volume control on your shit. Look, can't even...
Android.
Twitch. Twitch is just a buggy piece of crap.
Hey.
Yeah, I get that. But
Apple.
I can't.
This is the evil empire, man. They're all evil empires, man.
Like, seriously.
They're all bad, aren't they? Right?
It's the worst.
Doesn't matter what phone you get. It's always something with it.
Just stupid.
Did it work?
Well, I had to manually turn it down, sure, but
Yeah, that makes sense to me.
yeah, well, you should be able to slide it with your finger. Why even put the icon up there and make it finger size on a touchscreen phone? You're not going to allow them touch control of your volume.
Right? I get it.
F you Twitch and F you Android, Samsung.
When did you last see the Elderman?
Leave us be. It is not your place to be asking such questions.
Leave us be. It's not my place to be asking such questions. Are you kidding me?
That's what excited you, man.
Not a whole heck of a lot. Went looked at trailers yesterday. Almost bought one. We've got somebody to come look at why our door is leaking.
Can you tell me where the Alderman is?
Our Lord is not a trained dog who speaks on command. My
door opens, water leaks out of the door.
No, it's filling up with water.
Yeah.
Weird.
So, we think there's a problem with where the drip edge is. We don't know if there's proper flashing in it, and it seems to be leaking. Might be leaking down into the top of the door and down behind the siding.
Mm-hmm.
It's been doing that for 6 years. So we'll see.
Hey, where did you get these sound pads? Amazon?
Yes, Amazon.
What do those things run you?
Oh, want to say
$50 for a pack of 8 or some shit?
No, they came in a pack of. I want to say they came in packs of 24.
Oh, that's good.
For like $90 or something like that.
Shit,
They're $69.
Fucking painful, man.
If you go to Amazon, you can find them. Like,
you know, it just amazes me for foam, and you know they're just like blasting these things out of some factory at 3 cents a yard.
Not even, yeah, 3 cents a yard is a good. So anyway, when you get them, they're all like they're put in a small package like this, all of them, and you get like 48 in a pack, and they're just
vacuum sealed
and
compacted.
you leave them out for 24 hours.
And they puff up.
They're supposed to puff up, but if they don't, what you do is you soak them. So what I did, I just soaked them in water, and then I put paper towels down all over, and I put them on the paper towels, and then you wring them out, right, and then you put them out, you let them dry, and they puff right up. Because if they don't puff up properly, they suggest you soak them, and then they puff up. Wring them out.
So I just pull them out, soak them anyway. Just to
that's all I did, just to get it done with. Because some of them were, like, when I didn't do it, like I did it first few, and they were, like, some of the triangles would just kind of remain a little bit flatter. And I'm like, that's kind of gaydar with the radar. So I was like, let's just go ahead and soak them all and get it over with.
Yeah.
So I think there's about $200 worth.
It's the waiting that sucks, eh? Is like you get all that stuff, and then you have to wait for 24 hours to put them up.
Then I found two-sided adhesive, really good stuff.
Yeah, I remember you having issues with the first round of trying to get them stuck up on the walls.
So what you do is you take the two-sided adhesive, and you get the good stuff. I got it over there. I can't remember what I bought, but I got white glue, and I put it on one side of the adhesive. After I put them on, I peeled off the adhesive. I put glue on the adhesive with the glue that was already there. Then I put them on, leave them flat, let them dry. Maybe put like some books on them. We haven't had any fall off for a while. So I know the first couple that I did, they fell off, but I think I've gone through all of them now and redone them all. So yeah, white glue. And then I use the clear what's that, corrugated
Chloroplast?
Yeah. And then I just poked a hole in them, put a nail through, and I just hang them by one nail right in the middle of all of them. They move a little bit, but who cares? It doesn't matter. Or you can use, like, on the back side, you can use the Velcro.
Oh, yeah. That's actually a good idea. Velcro.
On the walls.
That is a really good
The only thing is when they have to come off the wall, when you have to pull those things. It's taking the paint, for sure. Whereas you can just
drywall,
you just take a little piece of DAP and you put it in the hole, and you just do a little paintbrush over top of it, and you're done, right? So.
Yeah, I think I might do that when we move. I think we'll probably end up moving here in 6 months.
Yeah. Right on.
I mean, we have a big unfinished basement, but and it looks good down there for D&D. It's all set
Yeah, I
up
was
really
down there the
nice.
other day.
Yeah, it's so nice. And then honestly, it just well, we've done
Some more
further
stuff.
to it, yeah. But it just looks like this year we won't be seeing any people either.
Well, we'll see. There's a lot of places in the States that are opening up, and whatever happens in the States usually ends up happening here a few months later anyway. So we'll see. I think there's no need for this stuff. Like, a lot of places are wide open now.
Yeah, I know.
Like, why would you let people go to restaurants?
I think it's getting harder, and I realize people are getting vaccinated and stuff, but and not to stretch this into another COVID session of chat, but because
but it's affecting.
God knows there is enough of that on.
Well, it's
TV.
all affecting our It's affecting our channel. It's affecting our ability to do our gaming job.
Yeah.
Right. So it's an issue.
Job.
This is what we do.
Yeah, well, for sure, but it's just like I don't think anybody can look online, rub two brain cells together, produce friction, and figure and think that there isn't something weird going on.
Well, I saw an article the other day, and I don't know if you saw it or not, but there's like 87,000 doctors who've come together now, are all on a lawsuit against the WHO on this stuff.
No, I haven't heard anything like that. Of course, that would probably be one of the most misreported or underreported things.
It would be the underreported stuff because mainstream media doesn't want us to know anything because they're dumb as nails.
Well, they found their thing that they can make people fear and stay glued to the news with. So
they want
that's not
people
just
to fear.
COVID. Like, come on, like anybody
That's
out there
anything.
knows that's what news does. They look for the thing that they can get to capture people's attention, fix it to the screen, and make them watch news.
Well, the Rothschilds own Reuters. Mm-hmm. Reuters is one of the biggest news media outlets in Europe.
Yeah, I know. They're all bought up. It's all like advertising for the biggest dollar.
And it's all propaganda machine for them, right?
Yeah. Well, that's the way news has been for decades now. I mean, anybody who prescribes to the news as a source of valid information is really just probably missing 95% of the overall picture.
Yep. I was listening to another podcast the other day. Two guys were talking. One's a former NSA guy, and they were talking about the East India Company.
Oh yeah.
They're so wealthy. They had their own army.
Yeah.
And they had their own everything. Like, they were bigger than England. They had more money than the Queen.
Yeah. Well, you know what you don't hear anything about is, Saudi Arabia and the UAE. I mean, you hear a few things.
Well, they got snow now.
Yeah, I know. And you hear about the snow, but what you don't hear is like the vast, literally trillions of dollars worth of military equipment and everything else that's really sitting over there.
They just, what was it, the UAE, their orbiter just got to Mars just before the Chinese orbiter got to Mars. And the Americans just got there the other day, and they put their machine on the ground. China's going to put their machine on the ground at Mars in May or June. So yeah, the UAE's got an orbiter there going around Mars now. That was a good article. I saw that video.
Yeah, it always gets me. Like, and I'm a space nut, so like I love the fact that they're touching down stuff on Mars. I love the idea of a manned mission to Mars.
Yeah.
Like, I love the what's the word I'm looking for? The theater around getting people to Mars and the whole aspect of just like we are putting people out in space, traveling to other planets now. Well, that's the intent anyway. We haven't got there yet, but that's the idea that we're doing that in the next kind of decade. We're just going to put people up and send them off to another planet in the solar system.
They're working on engines now that will increase the speed instead of chemical reaction engines, more fusion reaction engines, to decrease the time because of the radiation in space, right?
Yeah, well, and even now it would take 5-6 months to get to Mars for.
They're saying 6 to 9 months.
Yeah.
So they said 18 months when they first started talking about it. And this was today was
years. It's been a couple of different things, right? And now, like to And I mean, before it was just put people in a small crew capsule and somehow fucking get them there.
Yeah.
You know, and now it's like a fully fledged, you know, they want to create a spacecraft to take people out there, long-term missions, set them down and be able to, you know, mine for water and mine for, you know.
Well, yeah, find microbes and stuff like that. Because you know there's going to be microbes
out there. It's a one-way
out there.
trip for the first, you know, probably 4 or 5 crews of people to go out there. It is a one-way trip. You're going to Mars, you're dying on Mars. Because, I mean, even if they do find water, well, they have found water. But even
something
if they
on your
find,
mind,
water
Eivor,
enough
I
to
realize
be
the
able to
strides you've taken to
convert
aid
water
me.
fuel,
My oath to you will last an eternity.
you'll owe me a blood oath when all our work is done.
Yeah.
Blood?
But then they need to construct
Dear
those
Lord.
rockets.
Wait here
and they
till I
need to-
return.
Yeah.
They can't just fire somebody over there and then launch somebody back. It's they have to fire somebody over there. They have to get enough, you know, materials and ground-based stuff going in order to, you know, be able to launch another mission back to Earth.
Yeah.
So the whole, like, you know, return trip thing is still a fantasy.
Well, there's a lot of good YouTube stuff out there. A lot of stuff that people like the NASA's putting out about it, and the different JPL and some of the other bigger space people are putting out. And Elon really wants to push it hardcore.
Yeah.
So
well, and they've had great success with
the rockets. And
great success with their space program.
Their big rocket, though, they're having trouble with getting it to re-land. They're really big ones, the ones that they're building outside.
I got nothing but faith in those peeps. Like, nothing but faith in Elon Musk. And say we will. I mean, you know, Elon's got, you know, Elon's Elon. He's still human when it all comes down to it. But the advances that human is making and that his company is making in technology is really something that's, like, I think major companies like that should be striving for. Like, let's get the human race into the next stage of evolution. Because if you don't do it technology-wise, and you rely on human beings to somehow evolve socially and emotionally and you know, mentally, you know, we're still, you know, hundreds of years away from being able to grow the fuck up. All due respect, but you know, as far as technology is concerned, well, technology is evolving.
Let's see you,
and
old
growing
friend.
in leaps and bounds, and it used to be that. You know, you remember when, you know, they'd be like, oh, you know, this thing isn't going to be possible, this kind of technology. You know, whatever Bill Gates said, he's like, nobody will ever need more than 486 kilobytes of data. You know, and now it's, you know, of course, it's just leaped
Hunwald's
forward.
father was recuperating here not long ago.
Within just
Someone may have seen him depart.
Sometimes, you know, where scientists are like, oh, it's going to take 12 or 20 years to accomplish this, and then 5 years later, like, well, we've accomplished it.
Yep.
And then the next thing is like, you know, only 2 years, and then 5 months. And
have you seen the patents being released by the U.S. Navy?
For which one? Railgun patents? Not that I'm looking at railgun patents.
No.
But I am.
But no, not their railguns, but for the new spacecraft and stuff like that. You know, the triangle one you keep seeing in the.
Oh yeah.
That patent has actually been released.
Patent of what? Like somebody patented the technology behind the
so,
anti-grav system? That's
yeah,
supposed to,
all of that has all been released. It's all, you can go and look at the patents now and read them.
But I mean, lots of stuff is easy to fake too, and lots of stuff is easy to put out there and say, oh, look, here's the patents. The U.S. government built this, so you can stop believing in unidentified flying objects and aliens now because it's clearly all stuff we built. Here's the old patents. Have a look. Look, genuine. We've stamped the word genuine on it.
Do you know where
your
elderman
enough
is?
for you, right?
Well, I can tell you a few
Fuck
things,
the U.S. government.
but not
All
here
they've
in
done
the
is lie to
open.
the people.
Follow me.
Lots of them have, yeah. Yeah.
You know, our fucking government too. That's what government does. Lie to the people so the people don't panic. You know, because when it
But they never watched Red Dwarf.
Yeah, right? What a great show.
Just panic.
You know it's getting a reboot.
Is it?
It is.
Oh.
The original actors, no less.
No.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
No.
Even Cat Guy?
Yeah, even Cat Guy, man.
Where's the Elderman?
Yeah,
Did you
if
see where he
haven't seen
went?
it, folks, like Red Dwarf, all the way.
Elderman who?
And Red Dwarf getting a reboot
I'm busy.
is a fact. Is it called The Promised Land?
Are you sure? It's not conspiracy theory?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Oh, look at him. Look at him. He hasn't changed.
I know, he hasn't changed. They've all like aged
He hasn't changed
dramatically.
either.
You know, Crichton is like You know, looking
But
a
these
little
two,
thicker.
these two have changed.
Yeah, the cat
He
though.
he put on some weight.
Oh yeah.
He put on some weight.
The little trailer for that coming out.
Oh, I might have found the Elderman.
Are you the head sister?
Please, don't hurt me. These poor souls need me.
Calm, sister. Lord Hunwald sent me.
You know, those guys
He asked me to speak with the people here.
They all look pretty
Hunwald.
good.
That's not a name I expected to hear again.
No harm will come to you or those you care for. I'm only looking for your Elderman.
I'd be risking my neck telling you anything. And if my head rolls, these sick and ailing folk will follow me to the grave.
Your Elderman would agree. So the sooner I find him, the more quickly these prowling guards will leave your
Half
hospice.
century.
That's a pleasant thought. Our lord
50 in
was in a
March.
bad way here, and getting worse, in spite of our efforts. Then,
I'm
quite
doing
against my
everything that I can
instruction,
to avoid
some guards
going.
moved him out. I
No, you're
overheard
gonna
them
be there.
talking about a bathhouse.
You'll make it.
There's no working bathhouse in Lincoln.
You're gonna be there.
So,
Trust me.
I gather
You're
they
gonna
may
make
be
it.
all ruins just south of here, by the eastern
I'll make
walls.
Ruins, just south of here. I'll
So-
look there. Thank you.
I pray you
I'm
find
sorry.
him.
You
He's
can't.
in
You
desperate
can't break
need
with
of
I
facts.
can.
Facts are facts. Truth is truth.
Just look in there and tell yourself, I'm a real boy.
Hey, throw your phone up in the air. Guess what? It's gonna fall down. You are going to be 50.
Yeah, what a messed up situation that is. But not for a
Right,
while.
right.
I've still got a few years.
You still got a few years, right? What are you now? 44? 46? Oh, okay. Okay. Mala Magna May, blah, blah, blah.
So we're playing Camarina Adventures tonight. We fought a new creature I've never fought in my entire time of playing D&D, a Neo guy.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so we got kind of like a body of a spider, the head of an eel almost.
Yep.
And they have psychic abilities.
And where do we find them? In the world of...
In subterranean caverns.
Right on.
Yeah, so we were lurking around in there and ended up having it control me mentally, which didn't bode well for the party.
A fellow adventurer.
That happens after you get married after 25 years. Right? After you've been married for 25 years.
Yeah, so, curious.
Yes,
how
all right.
long are you going to leave that plastic on the frame of your TV?
Forever.
God, that is the worst. That is the worst. I wish I could show you here for my camera, but he's still got like all the original protective plastic around the edge of his TV, which is like decreasing
show me
in
your
value
map.
about $20
There
to
is a
$40 a day.
place.
Oh, it doesn't. That TV's worth about $10 now.
Yeah, there you go. So I mean, tomorrow it'll be worth nothing. And you still got the protective. Like, do you enjoy looking at that? Everything else in here looks so nice, and then you've got this junky fucking plastic. I mean, not to mention, you're missing out on that delicate satisfaction of peeling that shit off. Hey, just like,
yeah. But you know what? You do it, and then it's done.
No, I don't do it.
No, but the point is, when a person does that and it's done, you've only had that satisfaction for a moment.
Yeah, but it's great.
But
you get hit by a bus tomorrow. You get hit by a bus, you'd be lying there in your own stool and urine, and you'd be like, "Fuck, why didn't I peel the plastic off the frame of my TV?"
The thing is, I've always got the anticipation.
Oh, like someday I'm gonna peel that shit off. But in the meantime,
I've always got that.
I suppose.
Always have the anticipation. It's like opening a Christmas gift.
Yeah, but you don't leave the Christmas gifts until next August.
But do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You have the anticipation of opening them, which is almost greater than
But
opening
you see when
them.
it starts to get all brown and dusty in behind, like it's getting right now on the corners of the plastic, that's when it's time, man. That is when it is ripened on the vine. You gotta seize the day.
Seize the day.
Carpe diem that shit, man.
Seize the day, seize whatever God gives. Life slips away like hourglass sand.
Man, I just want to run right up there and peel it off. It's just terrible. It's like people that wear holey socks. My buddy Pete used to do that. Anytime I had a hole in the bottom of my sock, Like, he'd just come up and at some point he'd grab that hole and rip.
Yeah.
Just tear it right down and he'd be like, get on your fucking side.
I do that too.
See, well, so now we've framed this whole event about to take place here pretty well.
I
come over here next time.
Nobles use our tunnels, if you ask me.
What choice do we have? At least this way they'll leave us be.
They killed one of their own. For people with OCD, even mild forms of it.
OCD.
Yeah, that is just like, holy shit. I'll bet you still got the plastic on the front black face of your Telus box.
No.
No?
No.
It looks kind of dull. I'll bet you anything.
It's just dirty.
On that little...
No. No, there's no plastic on there.
Christ Jesus, you haven't got enough brains in your head to blink, have you?
You ever much into driving games?
You know what? Actually, it's the only type of game I can play in first person.
Oh, really?
And I actually like Need for Speed on my PSP. I played Need for Speed on my PSP and rocked it in first person.
Oh.
Absolutely rocked it. I loved playing it.
I gotta be honest, I am not much for handheld consoles. I like the Game Boy. And I like me some Tetris.
Yeah.
Color Game Boy. You know, that's where it's at. But the rest of them, you know, unless I'm playing puzzle games maybe, it might be a bit interesting. But I can't imagine playing like Call of Duty on a PSP. It's like, I need that big screen.
I tried to play one of the other games, not Call of Duty, is another game. Like not a first-person shooter, but a third-person shooter. Oh my gosh. See how broken this is?
Yeah. Yeah, and I'm definitely not a fan of third-person shooters either. Like,
well, that's no different than this.
These tunnels run deep.
This is third person.
It's the ultimate fleeing to a hideaway beneath Lincoln.
For, like mystery games, God of War, Assassin's Creed, that kind of stuff. But for shooters, no.
I can't play first-person shooters.
No, the only one like this in third person that I really enjoyed and didn't mind the combat for is Uncharted. Which, if you haven't played Uncharted by now, that is an amazing series.
Yeah, I like Uncharted.
The story, the environment. Damn it! Speaking of gameplay, you should check on the old Saxaroo here. That is coming up in just 12 days or something.
Tell us about it, Sacked, folks. I've been talking about it every time I've been on here, folks. I talked about Sacked, and you can see...
it's getting close.
You can see the Kickstarter. You need more information, you can go to sack.ca. You can go to @SackedGame, SAKD, on GAME on the Twitters. You can go to @KellyArrows, folks, on the Twitters.
So 7, 8, 9, 10 days. We're 10 days away from launching a Kickstarter campaign for our first indie development production called Sacked. It's actually our second. We're still in production on the sequel to this game. So what we did was back when the pandemic started at the beginning of last year, we embarked on a quest to get our character named Sack, a pillow with, well, maybe a pillow with a dose of attitude.
And a cute butt.
And a cute butt, sent on a quest to destroy evil, you know, given weapon wielding, magic wielding abilities. And what we did is, because of the pandemic, things on the game development kind of got constrained, like everything on the planet. And a few of us from the game development team decided to strike out and build...
I should be cautious.
Another, maybe more whimsical, cartoony platform game based on Sack. So at the game premise is that in the sequel, you kind of get to see, it's weird because it's like a prequel sequel. So in the original Sack game that we've been working on for like 4 years now, it's very 3D, very detailed, a lot of resources required in development. In the beginning of that game, we've got the classic, you know, character gets tossed out of a crumbling tower, lands in open clearing in the forest, and that's where the game begins. Sort of. In that game, he actually, you know,
traipsing
happens
across
at
our
night,
routes.
lands in this
Can't
clearing, the
piss from here to Bolingbroke without someone demanding some ungodly deal.
That's when
All
that
this
game
traffic has made
begins.
smuggling a
That's when the
difficult
plane
job.
takes control.
Smuggling will always be difficult. But I prefer it to paying
The game we're
tribute.
working on now and have been
Never
for the
again
past year,
will we bend to the
takes
mercy
place
and crown.
inside the dream that Sack is having inside that log.
So it's like Jacob Tutu.
See, I'm not familiar with Jacob Tutu.
He falls asleep in a pile of leaves
Mm-hmm.
and has a dream inside of a dream, sort of thing.
Yeah, so this is, well, yeah, sort of a dream inside a dream. This is the dream that Sack is having. So obviously it's sacked, and he goes on this quest to save the realm of dreams. You know, that's the tagline for this game: is a pillow with power on a quest to save the realm of dreams. And he, Sack, goes on this magical quest to, you know, through 13 levels of really wicked fantasy-style fun. It's a bit of an RPG. Lots of treasure collecting, lots of exploration. You know, even for a platformer, we've put a lot of exploring elements in there. And just like a monster smashing, hack and slashing good time.
I like that.
Yeah, so that, we are 12 days away from launching the Kickstarter campaign for that, so if you're out there, if you're watching, then, yeah, check it out. Kickstarter.com/project/SAKD/SAKD. So that's Kickstarter.com/project/SAC/SAC. Why 2//SAC? Because that's what Kickstarter made us do.
Because they're crazy.
Crazy like that. But yeah, really thankful for Kickstarter as a platform. I mean, we don't know, you know, we're really anticipating success. We think we've got a really good game on the go here. It's going to be a ton of fun.
Wait!
We need some help to, you know, to complete it within a reasonable amount of time. If we're successful, when we're successful, we'll be going into much heavier production, and the game is slated to be released in October.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so
that is awesome news.
6 months of production after the campaign closes, and we're packing full of lots of like creepy good fun. That's going to be perfect for a Halloween release.
I've seen some of the stuff, guys. If you go on to at Sacked Game or at Kelly Arrows, or can they find Sacked.ca, you can find all the kind of the previews for the game, and you will not be disappointed.
Yeah, for both games actually. Sack.ca is probably more stuff about the sequel to this game than this game that we're working on. But a lot of stuff is coming out over this next week and a half here. We've got press releases going out to different game review companies, and you know, just kind of spread the word around and let people know that we're coming out with the Kickstarter campaign.
And you'll be hearing about it here all the time on Take 20 because we're promoting this game because we think you ought to see it.
Yeah, honestly, I would really like to be doing a lot more streaming these days. I had some really great schedules set up for Creator Crucible and for Ultra Venom, the separate game stream. And unfortunately, my time is just getting like left and right railroaded right now. Of course, like job constraints due to the pandemic, so got to focus a lot on work lately. And realistically, if anybody's getting work out there, it's a good thing right now.
And you're getting work?
Yeah, I'm managing. I mean, it's been difficult for sure because finances, it does require triple A grade, which is what we're striving for, to really bring a sense of that triple A game quality to an indie development.
It's hard to do, isn't it?
It is, yeah, and probably the biggest factor is art. We lucked out huge working with the team that we're working with. Our lead artist, Alejandro, is brilliant artist, brilliant animator, and he's been an absolute pleasure to work with. The entire team really has been an absolute pleasure to work with. So we're just packing a whackload of action and stuff right now into the game trailer, which we'll be releasing here in just 12 days' time.
Hey!
So So it's been really fun. You know, we worked a lot on the levels before, you know, establishing our directions for each of the 13 areas in the game, and now we're really packing it full of combat and monsters and spells and coins and treasure and all kinds of stuff.
I like that. I like the spells and coins and treasure and stuff like that.
So it's been a long time in coming to get to the point that we're at right now, but we're having more fun with it every day. And it's just getting even more exciting now that our focus is on the bells and whistles, so to speak.
Yeah. You know, I've been down in this place once before, obviously, because the treasure that is here is now missing. So I recognized this place when I walked in here.
It's an incredible level of detail in every single area.
It is, but unfortunately, they've gone and just...
I love all the detail, and it's still generic male-head number 5 on 80% of the characters.
The body types too.
Yeah.
The body types too. All the male-female body types are all the same. So, okay, let's see if we can light a torch. Yeah, that's Sunan the Raven. Is familiar.
Oh, Chronicles of Cryolus is really coming to a turning point. No spoilers, of course, but I mean, it's really hard to give spoilers on a game that changes on a moment's notice. I've sent these guys a few, you know, twists and turns, but the players are crafty and they surprise me all the time.
Craftiness, the mother of all D&D-ness, is the craftiness of the players.
I love how still that rope stayed while you jumped.
Yeah, right.
It's amazing.
It's like iron bar. It is iron bar, buddy.
Glazed over vacant look in his face.
Yeah, and sometimes the lips don't move when you when the characters are talking. So managed to find the ladder.
So yeah, they went into the sewers of Columbria on the search for wizards, and they encountered the Thieves Guild last episode, and literally like grandiose entrance to the Thieves Guild. They're surrounded. They've got the Thieves Guild had an ogre in their employ, which added to the mix, and there's literally 60 plus thieves gathered in this sewer area. I mean, big hall and whatnot, 24-foot ceilings, huge vaulted area of the sewer.
What do you think of that? Right there. Watch the shadow on the floor.
Yeah.
What do you think of that?
I think it's pretty good, actually.
That's not bad. Anyway, go on.
Yeah, so, and I thought, you know, the Thieves Guild, the leader of Thieves Guild wanted to negotiate because the Thieves Guild actually needed the party's services to deal with a matter thieves quite weren't capable of doing.
Now, how does the Thieves Guild not be able to deal with a matter with 60 individuals?
Yeah, exactly right, but it's a matter of the size and ferocity of the creature that they had roaming around the sewers.
I see.
That was blocking them off from being able to access their vault.
Huh.
And they were, even though they were employed by the people the party considers enemies in order to capture this wizard, they had already explained, like, the wizard was captured and we've since shipped him off. Like, that's what we do. That's what the Thieves Guild specialty is.
Oh,
they capture people and
they kidnap people.
Yeah, they kidnap people and they send them off to, you know, to mines, to wherever people pay for other people.
Oh.
And so they had...
They're slavers.
They are well, they're not slavers. They're facilitators for slavery.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, they just get the people and then hand them off.
Yeah, it's, you know what? What's the old saying? By any other name?
You're right. So, yeah, and I thought that they even said, like, you guys can hang on to your weapons. We just want to negotiate some terms here. We want you to come back. You're obviously surrounded. You know, don't be stupid. We're agreeing to let you just hang on to your weapons and stuff. And what happens? The party's like, you know, F you.
We're going ballistic.
The half ogre who has the ability to enlarge himself, scaled up to 18 feet tall,
Giant
grabbed a
size.
hold of the other ogre by his legs.
I
began
saw that part.
Wielding him like
a weapon, swinging him around.
Yeah,
I
so
remember
trying
that.
to destroy people. And then when it came time to, for these thieves to kind of defend their position and attack using the, 20-odd bowmen that had arrows trained on the party, for the most part had arrows trained on the ogre, on Grond. Grond just whipped up his meat shield there, and that ogre took it, around, I think, 17 out of 20 of the first volley of arrows hit and killed him. And so Grond's like wielding this ogre corpse like a weapon, trying to, mess shit up here. Emus summons a greater demon and then loses control of it.
Of course.
And the greater demon just rampages through this place. You can just hear screams of thieves and whatnot. As these guys book it out of there.
They leave. Let's summon it. Let's summon a demon.
A greater demon and just put like, here, that's for you.
And we're out.
So that happened, and then they made
hilarious.
it back through this, a short stint back through the sewers and up through this house that's being used as a front by the thieves, as a way of moving through the city.
Best not to draw attention here.
And so that's where it's been left last time. You guys have really caused a serious problem.
Shit!
With a major, with a significantly dangerous organization. Not only in the city of Sember, but now in Calenbray, they've pissed off both thieves guilds in both cities.
They're not in good stead, are they?
So so a lot of stuff is about to unfold. And the last time they talked, while they were in the sewer, they talked about going and getting the council's permission to bring down 40-odd soldiers into the sewers and just kind of wipe out the thieves guild.
Yeah.
I mean, without ever, apparently without ever asking themselves, how integrated is the thieves guild to be able to operate with impunity in that city? How integrated are they with the city council and the politicians and the guards and people that they're paying off in order to be
I'm
in
not
that
gonna
city?
lie. It sounds like deep state kind of shit to me.
It sounds like deep state
kind
shit, yeah.
It sounds like deep state stuff to me, buddy.
And they know that there's some of that stuff going on, but they don't know how, they don't know where all the filaments of that web
lead.
So, really interesting to see what happened last time, and I'm very excited to see what
I'm
happens.
very excited now that you've mentioned all of this. I'm very excited to hear about it too.
So, and I know that there's definitely going to be some turns of character coming up. Lots of exciting stuff coming up. Their next destination is to the east of the city of Calenbray, so they're likely heading towards the Blood Ice Peaks with the Thanespire, which is a range of mountains and an abandoned mountain fortress, in the peaks of this mountain. So you can imagine all the potential hazards that come with trying to.
There was fighting here. About what?
Some of the most dangerous peaks on Cryalis.
Sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah, it should be interesting to see how they approach a lot of the challenges.
A violent struggle between nobles and bandits. The bandits didn't fare so well.
Adult characters can just saddle up and stroll into the mountains, and it's not. I mean, there are peaks to climb. There are, potentials for characters who are even high level could die in an instant if they make a fatal mistake up there.
That's how it should be. That's how D&D should be.
Yeah.
Players should be challenged, and that's what I've done even in our little D&D game.
Yeah, well, we were talking about this with me and Ty. It's like it's the DM's job to kill the players. No matter how you slice it, you present a story and everything else, but when it comes to playing the monsters, give them some intelligence, give them some tactics. Think about it.
A dragon's gonna run if he's getting beat on.
Right.
Even a goblin will make a charisma check to see if he scares and run away.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
But even with thieves guilds or people in the world, even an innkeeper. I mean, maybe you're gonna get a dumb innkeeper, but there's nothing wrong with having that innkeeper savvy enough to notice that a couple of players are being shifty at his bar. Give these players some substance. Give your monsters some intelligence. It's not like every man, that water is moving fast,
Watch. See if my light goes out. Yeah, it did. You can't dive? No. Relight the torch. Yeah, I mean, why do you think your players in our little D&D game met their match in the streets of Waterdeep, right? There's an ongoing character and has been around since day one 4 years ago. Asus Mardlas, who kind of started these started these guys off in the direction that they've gone. All of this is meant to. You gotta have characters that will. You gotta have characters or situations that are gonna put the players, give the players a sense of dread, a sense of something's not right here. This could be dangerous. Our characters could potentially not make it out.
Yeah, they should be thinking that every single session. I mean, it's like there's so many things going on that could spell doom for a person in that type of world. Whether it's Forgotten Realms or Dragonlance.
It doesn't matter what game system you're playing. Yes?
Working on the animation for the chest.
Look at that.
Although there's a little bit of a shift to see the lid of the chest in the bottom picture. Kind of shifting.
Yes, a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh, that's... Is that a coding issue?
Yep. Yeah, so we're just, working on stuff like that. Trying to get it, we wanted to make getting it
It's funny.
challenge too.
I haven't done any coding in...
The dog's age.
34 years.
Baz and Bigley are on there.
34 years.
Big shout out to those people, Shambazzle Games, Baz and Bigley. Great show. If you haven't checked them out on Twitter, definitely do that. Also, shout out, if I may, to Scaredy Matt, Mile High Mike. Yeah, I mean, there's just so many people I can sit here for the next 10 minutes and thank, but everybody has continued to support this channel and support 220 D&D. Thank you so much for Kona's Fireground. Always a big.
I know a lonely door that would love to meet this key.
Yeah, you guys are the reason for it.
Jeremy has supported us for a very, very long time.
Yeah, and I actually just signed up for recent supporter of Alchemy Battle as well. Cheers to you.
On your Patreon. That is awesome.
Which, for you tabletop role-playing game people, if you haven't checked out Alchemy Battle Maps, check them out on Twitter.
Yep.
AlchemyBattleMaps.com should be up this week. It's been a real challenge trying to get that website together. Just because facilitating shopping and packages of different products.
A noble's cloak with the image of a swan.
Right.
Looks like the ultimate passed this way.
But it's good. Anyway, if you're looking for battle maps, custom battle maps for your tabletop role-playing games, whether it's futuristic, steampunk, fantasy, medieval, futuristic, anything like that, check out Alchemy Battle Maps.
Absolutely, folks. You don't want to miss it out. They are superior maps. What do we got here? We got a note. Alright, received an offer from an unnamed Saxon, requests safe passage through the sewers, blah blah blah, amount of considerable, blah 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 blah.
A Saxon nobleman paid some bandits for permission to sneak through these tunnels on their way to Bolingbroke Castle.
Assassin's Creed?
Mercian
If you guys
made a
want.
deal with some bandits, paid them hush money to let them sneak through
Well,
these
it's
caves.
not about how they
When the
feel,
time
it's
came,
about whether or not they
the
played
bandits
before.
ambushed the nobles, But it didn't end well for the bandits. In the struggle, the Eldon's
Like
cloak
the
was
new
torn
one,
off.
I know Derek's played.
But he got away and headed east for Bolingbroke Castle.
He's played the new one.
That's my best lead.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, that kind of skews that idea.
I would love to, but
you know what we should
that's
play?
the problem with modules. Everybody's got them, and it's been a problem since day one with Dungeons and Dragons and any role-playing game. If you have a module, everybody's going to play it. Everybody wants to run it. Everybody wants to play it.
Yeah, that's true. Gets watered down. You know what, though? You should play, if we can find it, and I'm sure you can find the module content online, is the Temple of Elemental Evil. That is frickin' an amazing module. I played it when I was, I think, 15 or 16.
Yeah.
Remember nothing about it, other than I still remember it to this day as being legendary. It was like a pivotal role-playing.
That's old school AD&D, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Guess what? I happen to have books for that.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I know they did a redo for, I think, 5th edition, or 3rd edition maybe. But I mean, it's completely translatable.
But we could play it AD&D, which is so much fun.
Yeah.
Because there's
you mean
so
second
many.
Edition kind of shit?
It's no 1st edition.
Oh yeah.
The only thing is, everybody has to share a player's manual. That's it.
Well, I have mine.
That you have your own.
Yeah. I think I might have,
was that player's manual yours?
I think I have 2. I think so.
That 5e one?
Yeah, I think so.
I'm pretty sure it was.
Yeah, I have 2 of the original AD&D players' handbooks and 2 DM's guides.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Hold on to them. I tell you what.
One's just beat to shit, but it's great for breaking out.
But if you have any that are in good shape, they're worth money.
Oh yeah.
People will pay top dollar for that.
Yeah, actually, I don't care what they're worth to me. They're priceless.
Yeah, I mean, you don't even want to know what happened to my first set of books.
Oh, I do not. Oh yeah, you got them thrown out on you, didn't you?
No, I threw them out.
Oh yeah.
You don't even want to know why. So the long and the short of it is, I never should have. I threw them right in the trash bin.
Oh man, if we're going on to things we threw out that we probably shouldn't have, let's talk about Transformers toys for a moment.
Right?
Oh man, G.I. Joe's, He-Man, collectible figures that had we been smart about it. I feel sorry for people now that have kids and they're trying to really impress upon them the importance of keeping their toys and shit in decent shape, because later they're going to be worth money. But back then we didn't care. We were out there with our non-collectible Transformers toys, rolling around in the dirt with them,
right?
And, setting them up at the back end of the yard, throwing clods of dirt or shooting.
Right, with our BB guns.
Yeah. Cause it was
snake!
Cool to
Kill it!
Stuff fall apart. Oh wow, that snake was like crazy, dude. Like A, it's big, but B, I did not expect the viciousness.
Well, I ran by him and he tweaked me, so I was like, he recognized me.
I gotta work on a logo this morning.
A logo?
Yeah, logo design for Big Dog Septic.
Big Dog Septic. Right on.
Yeah, so you gotta come up with a bulldog type logo that somehow...
How about a bulldog on a toilet taking a dump?
Yeah. Maybe we just put a pin in that one for a moment.
That's where I was going with that. Maybe not.
Maybe put an outhouse behind it to imply. Or maybe just use a bulldog logo. I mean, people can see the bulldog and think, oh yeah, that's that Big Dog Septic.
I'm just killing the big dogs right now.
Yeah, that was
in game.
I mean, I know they're wolves and you gotta protect yourselves, but as an animal lover, it's just cringy.
Guess who's online with us here?
Oh!
Your favorite gal in the world?
It is. How's it going, Brett? How come you're seeing that in chat and I'm not seeing that in chat?
I don't know.
My phone's just weird.
That's why, hey, check and see how many people are on with us.
4.
It says 4, but if you look at the actual, it probably is only like 1 or 2.
Yeah. Well, now it's down to 3 online here.
So.
Oh, probably because now I'm watching. Now it'll be 4.
Right.
Yeah.
But I've been on where it says like there's only like 4 people on,
yep.
And I gone to the list. There's been 15 names there.
Holy shit!
But they're all bots.
She's like, it's good, bath my drowned rat of a dog. Oh, Maggie gets a bath. Well, that's good. It's bound to make her more cuddly from my perspective.
Yeah.
Her dog hasn't been high on my cuddle list because she's been kind of doing dumb things.
Yeah. That's small dogs for you. We had a small dog. We had to give her up to a new home because she was just not... we couldn't give her the care that she deserved. But we found a really good mama for her who took her everywhere, took her to Arizona every winter for the last few years of her life.
Oh, shit, what do I got to do to get that gig?
And carried her in a little bag everywhere.
Oh, no, one of those.
Yeah, that's what kind of dog this was. And we couldn't offer her that because
Hyper little animal?
we were out, like I was still working out of town and the wife was working, you know, all the time. And
so you'd come home and your whole place would be torn to shit?
No, there'd be like...
Shit and piss.
Yeah. So we just said, no, we can't, she's not in bad shape. She's not sick. She's lonely. Yeah. And we can't offer her what she needs. We knew this gal for a long time, and she just fell in love with her the very first time she saw her. Mm-hmm. And we went to her and we said, listen, we cannot care properly for this animal. Would you be her new mama? And she was like, yep, absolutely. She jumped at the chance.
Be my eyes.
She had a few little issues in the beginning with her, but as soon as they kind of got used to each other over the first couple of months, they were like thick as thieves.
Well, that's a story with a happy ending.
Yeah. She passed away. The dog, she died, but that's sad. But she lived a better life with this lady than she would have with us.
Yeah, that's fair. Well, I like how it outlines like the potential path up into that place. Is that what it's doing?
No, it just gives you a general area of where your target is going to be. So it used to actually you could lock onto the target and it would actually give you a spot for it. Okay. It doesn't do that anymore. It would actually lock onto your target. Even if it was indoors somewhere, it would lock onto a target. So now if you go outside, it'll point you back in. So this target is in this general area now, somewhere. What does Britt have to say?
You're very quiet, Kel.
I must be careful now.
Yeah, I kind of shut up once in a while. I'm just kind of mystified by some of this, like flying a hawk around on the game.
Wait up.
Here, we'll put this over here. So you are, yeah.
No, it is coming through on my chat.
There it is. So yeah, we like chatting. That's what we do.
Excited
That's what
to play D&D tonight. Actually, me and Britt have been delving into the world of VR for the last few weeks here.
How are you guys enjoying the VR experience? I know the first time I tried Beat Saber, I was like, dang, this is fun.
It's so much fun. And we've got some really good games. We've been playing, we even got an exercise game where it's kind of like Beat Saber where stuff flies at you and you got to punch and hit it.
Yeah.
As these balls are flying towards you, and you got to duck stuff and move right out of the way of walls, and a little bit of Wii Fit going on there. Yeah, and you grab stuff, and as you're grabbing it, it'll get you to crouch down and come up and crouch down and come up.
That sounds like exercise, man.
That's what it is.
That sounds like exercise to me.
It's basically, well, Beat Saber is exercise.
Yes, it is. It's fun though.
Yeah.
I'm gonna shoot this bell.
Like, I mean, Beat Saber is a bit more upper body, lots of arm movements and stuff.
Yeah.
But there is some ducking and weaving going on there. But with the, I can't even remember the name of the game that we're playing, but this exercise game, it does the up and down parts in such a rhythm that you're actually getting like low, high burn squats and shit like that. Lunges in either direction. Lots of upper body punches.
Movement is key.
And you are
going to assassinate this guy in about 2 seconds. 1,
Kind of a dipshit, eh?
Stop there, you!
What is going on?
I'll loot them.
But yeah, when you finish one of these, you know, that plays it to like electronic music kind of stuff, but when you finish that 3.5, 4 minute session of this, you got your heart rates up.
Yeah, your heart rate's up and you're tired and...
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of good.
I got to get up here.
I'm actually looking forward to playing Resident Evil 7 Biohazard, which is a first-person perspective horror shooter in virtual reality.
Okay.
I also picked up Microsoft Flight Simulator, which I have not been able to get to work in VR, but every time I look up great VR games, that comes right up there, so I picked it up only to find out that it doesn't have any VR support yet. So that sucks.
Watch this. This guy doesn't know I'm coming. Let's be friends.
Guards. What are you gonna do? What are they really guarding?
Right?
That is a hell of a ballista, though. That is
Now it's nothing.
You couldn't use that thing?
I could, but then I would give myself away. And I'm looking for a cleaner way to get up here, but see how they got the wood over there all up against there?
Yeah.
That might be a spot I can get to. No. I gotta go through the guards to get to the prize.
So what do you got on the go today?
This, and then I gotta get an oil change on my truck. And I've got my friend is coming over to check the roof and to check the leaks. What else? And potentially go buy a trailer.
Oh, yeah.
Travel trailer. So that is a possibility.
You guys are gonna camp out this time? Camping?
That's not lots, but that's
Some.
the goal. But I've got to build a fence.
Yeah.
Dang, I'm.
How's the wife?
Johnny came and visit with us.
Very cool.
Last weekend, family day long weekend.
How much longer?
If they ever catch
Away with you!
What's up, peeps? If you're watching.
No, nobody ever. Not too many people watch this show.
We'll grow on you.
Well, like a fungus.
Fine mold.
Yeah, it'll be like a toenail fungus that you just, will grow on you, and then you know what'll happen because it's a toenail fungus, guys. Like we're toenail fungus. You'll spread to other people.
What's the news? What do we got for news that we can chat about here?
Oh,
the latest headlines are.
I have news.
Oh?
If you want, but it's like not mainstream media news. It's real news. Oh, I triggered another dude. He's going to the bell.
What do you think is going to come up here when I take news headlines?
Watch, he's going to try to ring the bell. Watch this. You go and do that. Ring that non-bell, dude.
He's like, oh, there's no bell. Oh, now he's pissed, though. Wow, and he's like...
Watch this, watch this. The Lord will see us prevail. The Lord has sent me to dispatch the deep state that you work for. And the Rothschilds that you work for. Oh, dang.
Wow, why do they go back that far?
Further to the Jews that were kicked out of Russia and they were stripped of their wealth, became the Franciscans. I think I'm getting that right. The Franciscans in Europe. They were all Rothschilds and the different high...
Hold on a sec. Check for tinfoil line.
No, this is all... I can actually show you the documentary.
No, I know. I've read the stuff.
So they were told to go into to leave their Jewish faith, to go into Christianity and subvert from the Christianity.
Like From within.
From within.
Right.
Like, destroy Christianity from within. Destroy the world from within that Christian perspective.
If only that's how the world worked. Right?
Well, that's just it.
I mean, at that time, for sure, I could see that being a possible thing. And
but
now
a lot
that
of people,
family, literally, I mean, not just the Rothschilds and stuff, but I mean, we're talking about a family with like $386 trillion worth of wealth. Enough wealth to literally pay the entire planet in money and solve pretty much every financial problem for...
Well, they own the central banks.
Yeah.
They own all the central banks. They control all the money. And see, and what most people don't know, they don't understand, is that's what the administration that just left office in the U.S. was trying to get rid of. Is that central banking system.
In the shittiest possible method ever.
No, but they oh man, I'm getting hammered down here by arrows. No, he did everything to destroy these people, and that's what they didn't like, and that's why they fought against them hardcore.
If that's the case, then he should be glad he didn't end up like Kennedy, right?
Well, that's just it. He had to leave for all this stuff to start coming to light. He had to get out of there. Otherwise, he would have ended up like Kennedy. And he was good friends with JFK Jr.
Well, I mean, I imagine a lot of all that stuff has to do with, where the money goes.
Yep. And most people don't know that. Most people don't understand that he lost being president. He lost $2 billion being president.
Yeah, well, it wasn't his own money.
Of his personal wealth, yes, $2 billion of his personal wealth.
There's a guy who has borrowed things to death.
But he used the central banking system's means of doing it all.
Come on, get over
and that's how they wrote it.
Well, it is a system that works with them.
Yeah, and he used their system against them.
Man, these arrows are crazy on this. There's not a thing you can do, I mean, other than dodge and try and... At least it shows you where they're about to rain. Oh, wow.
Yeah, I'm getting my hiney handed to me.
Yeah,
no.
Screwed yourself, son.
Well, I gotta fight all these guys now. I just want to climb the wall, man.
And this weekend, actually, we're putting a really huge batch. Holy crap.
That's from keeping it up on the...
Yeah, I know. Oh. We're packing a bunch of effects and stuff like that into the trailer, and then we're working on an animated intro and outro for the trailer.
Oh, I want to see that.
Yeah, that's really cool.
I just assassinated this dude. I'll see if he's got the key. Nope, he doesn't. Where's the key? Who has the key? Oh, that guy has the key. Right here, this guy has the key. See ya.
Oh, wow.
Lots of arrows. Like,
and are they now just relentless? Like everybody's like really just going...
Yeah. Here it comes. Watch this.
You got so many guys right here. How are you even hoping? Oh, okay. Well, that dash got... Although I think you might have... Squeeze yourself a lot.
No, here it comes.
So that guy in the spear is really annoying, huh?
He is. He's good. He's good, but...
What you gotta do is when that spear comes in, you grab that spear, pull him towards you.
Well, that's...
this one.
Just a spear.
I changed my...
No, I gotta admit, actually, that spear guy is taking a beating.
I have no more... I gotta kill him now. Hopefully I get a little bit of...
Wow. I got all savage there.
I gotta find health.
Yeah, in the worst way, you're about to get rained on.
So slow.
You need to get up.
Here, health.
Oh, and mushrooms are health?
Yeah. All the things are health. Here's some more health.
Oh, well, that's...
Gooseberries, man. You gotta get the gooseberries. They're just raspberries, but I call them gooseberries.
Flank the idiot. Press hard.
So
Lone Star.
I'm gonna get this guy. Watch this guy. I'm gonna get him. I changed my. I had this really huge sword the last time you were here.
Yep.
And I changed back to. Burn some stuff down. Don't be afraid to burn things down. Okay, gotta
So you are
do
just one of
this.
those people that just wants to watch the world burn.
Mostly.
Oh, speaking of which, Brett and I watched Alien Special Edition last night.
How did she enjoy it?
I think she enjoyed it. Yeah, there were definitely some nail-biting, hair-raising
Remain
moments.
steadfast.
Remains steadfast, this guy said.
It really is, in my opinion, the best of the entire series.
The second one?
The second one, yeah.
You know what? I so love the first one.
Yeah, the first
It
and
scared
second are
me
really
back in
well
the day. It frightened me enough to really enjoy it. And let's face it, Ellen Ripley in her underpants at the end, I was like a young man, and I was like, what?
Like, and all apologies to Jordy, but like even she knows she had no ass back then.
No, but it was
But
pretty hot.
At that time, it
At
was
that
like,
age?
you know, yeah, at that age, I
we
mean,
were like,
it was,
what?
It was definitely,
Dang.
it definitely raised a point.
Yes.
But
mostly,
I do like the other Aliens movies. Even the one where she gets cloned and stuff like that. I think it's like really. They're really awesome if you enjoy the creature and you enjoy the history and the canon of Alien.
I do, but that movie really
You weren't a fan, eh?
didn't do it for me. It wasn't.
I'm on the right track. That
It
keep
wasn't
is
like
well protected.
super bad.
Winona Ryder.
Yeah, Ron Perlman doesn't impress me much anyway.
No.
He's too.
Get round the side.
He's not that he's anti-Trump. He's anti just human beings, man.
It's like probably one of the best celebrity meet and greets I've ever had.
Keep our wits about us.
Tommy Flanagan. Like, he just seems really down to earth when you meet him.
Yeah.
Hey, brother.
Watch this.
Oh, that is like... Look at that, eh? And his other buddy's like, wow, I got that guy in a perfect position to run a sword fight. We're going to just sit around and watch while he, chokes out our buddy with his own... Was it a Morning Star?
Yeah. I gotta get my big sword out here. Next battle here, I gotta really start taking care of these guys quicker than this. Come on, bud.
Together, lad.
You could light this place up with fire if you wanted, but I get burned like really bad.
You can burn this entire building?
Yeah. Here it goes. I'm gonna get burned here.
Oh wow.
Yeah, here we go.
Why, how is
That's
that?
oil.
Oh,
Have to repair that.
Man, you are hooped. Where's those gooseberries now, buddy?
I need gooseberries bad.
Oh, you're done. Oh, you so lucky.
Nope, I don't
No.
have any.
You were on the verge of death, my friend.
I am. Is this a gooseberry bush? Uh-oh. Piscadios.
Leaves are a little more ginkgo biloba.
Knock the idiot down.
Oh, I'm so dead. Knock the idiot down.
What
He's
a
already
weird
died.
fucking fact. It like, I guess it's not even a fact as much.
I gotta
as
get inside.
Just a point of mention. It is like phenomenal what it takes to grow a cashew. Like just one cashew nut. I mean, when you're eating cashew, it's like pistachios.
Really?
It's like it is a phenomenal amount of tree and fruit and everything to achieve one frickin' nut.
For real?
Yeah, it's like it's insane. I'll look this shit up. I'll show you.
Well, I'm collecting a lot of stuff and things.
but I really need some.
So yeah, like this is how crazy it is, man.
I need some goodness here.
So it grows these big ass fruits for that one nut on the end.
For cashews.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It's mental, man. It's like, I mean, people sitting there eating a handful of these, and you're not realizing, like, 2 handfuls has pretty much wiped out half a tree.
I got focus of Nornir. I don't know what that means. Do you want to find out?
Sounds like some extra focus. Focus of Nornir.
It's on, and I got to spend some skills. What should I spend skills on? I have 2 skill points. How about we just do fate?
Focus of Nornir.
Oh, food. Food. Ha ha, I got some health back.
Use the power of the Nornir to aim and shoot at your enemies with fateful speed. And the upgrade is each enemy killed increases damage dealt.
Here we go. We're going to go to here. Focus of Nornir right here.
Man, there was a lot of like little achievements and stuff in this game. It's crazy.
I think we're going to put that right there.
So yeah, I'm hoping to get into some creative stuff here. Oh, me and Britt are, I think at some point here soon, diving into learning Spanish. I did a bunch of...
Española?
Yeah, Española. I did a bunch
Muy
of...
bueno.
A bunch of studying on that last year, and I forgot half of what I was doing. I got born in a time of war. I dropped out of that program, and then I'm getting back to the Duolingo site.
Yep.
Yeah, it works great.
It does. It's a great site, Duolingo.
Duolingo.com.
Babbel's good, but it costs too much.
Yeah, I stopped using that as well.
Guess what?
Thank you, Lord.
Well,
It is now time.
Nice to that person that's just over there, clearly, unless she's scrubbing away the evidence.
I don't know, but we're going to find out. Doesn't he look
There
pretty
now,
bad?
my lord.
Like,
all is prepared. Shall we begin the washing?
Looks about what the Spanish
Hey,
like to call
who
El
comes?
Terrible. Which he kind of looks like a dude from Vikings.
Welcome, stranger. Are you here to pay tribute to our Lord Ealdorman?
oh, the Elderman's dead. Were you speaking with him a moment ago? Your lord appears to be dead. Let's just do that.
Your Elderman is long past the days of good conversation.
And I'm definitely going to get me
Yet
into
still he makes
VR
good
workout
company.
when I get home.
I've been instructed to wash and prepare his earthly vessel.
Instructed by whom?
It's got a funky beat.
Soldiers.
And I can bug out.
They brought him here as he protested.
Well, buddy, it's just about 10
feebly.
o'clock.
It is just
I did my
looking
best to make him comfortable.
So,
Thanks for
until
having me, man.
I like it when you
he
come over.
slipped
We get
away.
to talk about all kinds of cool stuff.
It's getting me to shut up, that's the key.
I just gave that up years ago.
Yeah, that's right. Why do the Wii packages look so big?
They
just look tall. Is it me
they
or
are. They're big. They're not as big. They're bigger than the.
PS1 and the GameCube.
Yeah, they're bigger than PS4 stuff. Totally.
And your PS3 is a chunky mother.
Yeah, it's a chunky monkey. PS2's upstairs.
And I thought about getting the PS5, but I mean, at some point when I can save up for a PS5.
Jake's got one.
But it's white and looks terrible. And I found a place that you can get custom plates for it.
Yeah.
To replace them. But yeah, it's just ugly white. Like, I don't know why you did that, PlayStation. I mean, nobody wants a big white box sitting on there. Anything.
Well, it's like the Wii there. It's a little white box.
Yeah, no, I honestly not much for that either. It just gives it kind of a like Duplo Lego,
Right.
kids toy kind of look to it, rather than a sleek, sexy machine that you want in your living room.
Well, black blends in with everything.
Which is great.
To the background, it's unnoticeable.
I suppose, yeah, and I suppose alongside several other consoles that have all been black for years and years and years, that, that's the case. But I think that's where it's at. I love that matte black finish on them.
Yeah.
I'm not much for the gloss black. Because
I don't mind the matte or the gloss. It I think the gloss looks good on that one, and that's matte on the other one, right? I think they both look good.
Yeah, it's at what point does the console end and the PC begin in nowadays? Because basically, when you're buying a PS5, you're getting a PC that's 2 years old.
Basically.
Yeah.
Right.
Just like it just comes with controllers ready to go. I mean, you can buy controllers that are exactly the same. You can even use the controllers from Xbox and PlayStation on PC.
Yep.
And you're gonna actually spend less on a PC of more power. So I'm just not sure how long the console market's gonna hold up.
I don't know. I used to play PC games like when I first started playing Tomb Raider. It was always on PC with a controller.
Yeah.
I've never played games really since VIC-20 days with a keyboard.
Yeah, I love
like
first-person stuff with a keyboard and mouse.
When the Amiga came out, it was all with controller.
Right.
We played the Olympics game.
Oh man, the Olympics game! I remember that.
You know, we played that on the Amiga. Me and my buddy Dave. It was his Amiga. He worked hard, man. He paid $2,600 for that computer back in the day.
Yep.
And he worked so hard. He's making $3.75 an hour. He worked for like a year before he had enough money saved up for that computer.
See these life-proof case? Yeah, I'm just gonna do a quick shout out in the opposite of good direction for life-proof cases. What a piece of shit. This is the second life-proof case I've had, second Samsung phone that I've had a life-proof case on. Every time the button, or the volume buttons on the side, end up like messed up. I haven't been able to push down on my volume button. I push up. I haven't been able to push down since about 3 months after I bought the case. And the case is in perfectly good shape. It's just these buttons do not connect with the things that they're supposed to. They quickly break. The plastics, it's not where it's at.
This is a Spigen. It's called a Spigen case. Yeah. I don't know. It seems to be coming apart a little bit, but I've dropped this phone several times on concrete from between 3 and 4 or 5 feet, 3 and 4 feet for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got to get a new cover like this facial cover, because this is right where when I go to tweet something, that's the tweet button. That's the send point. And I don't even know what, I think it fell and hit something, and that's where it hit, and I was like, jeepers creepers.
Oh, and a quick game mention, since I'm just remembering it now, and I always forget to talk about this game, but if you get a chance to play Painkiller, what a great first-person shooter. It's several years old, still holds up. I guarantee it still holds up. And some gaming news also, Diablo 2 is getting a remake.
Is it?
Diablo 2 is getting a reboot with all new graphics, and it looks absolutely
Did you
amazing.
Not play Diablo?
I played Diablo 1 and 2, and 3.
Yeah, and Diablo 3, you just finished that one.
No, no, Diablo 3 was about 3 years ago for me.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
What was the Diablo one you just finished playing?
No Diablo.
The upgrade one. Wasn't it Diablo? No, it was the other one. The other one where you fight the demons and stuff.
Well, there was.
What is that one you just finished?
Dead Cells, and I was playing that for a while.
Before that.
I've been playing Alien Isolation for a while.
Before that. Last year, I want to say it was last year and a half ago.
Oh man, there's so many. There was a few games I played the year before last. Like definitely, I went through the Amnesia series, which has a new installment. Looks really good.
I was hoping Nariel would play the one with the little doll thing.
Oh, Little Nightmares.
Little Nightmares.
That
I was hoping.
Fantastic.
It is. It's scary as fudge.
Yeah. So me and Britt got Little Nightmares 1 and 2, and that's why I've kind of avoided Dareth's channel. Sorry, buddy.
I was kind of hoping he would do it here.
Yeah, it looked so good when he was playing it that I was like, no, I want to be surprised when I see it. It looks so good. I have caught a couple of trailers for it and stuff. And
Played in the dark.
Oh yeah, like that goes with any of that stuff. I've been playing Alien Isolation, which is amazing. That game sticks with canon. It takes place. You are Amanda Ripley, so you're her daughter. You know when Ripley comes out of her hypersleep, her unusually long 57-year-long hypersleep or whatever, in Aliens, Her daughter's dead. She passed away 2 years previous, like old age complications or whatever. So the game Alien Isolation takes place as her daughter's trying to find what happened to her mom, when she's like 20. So it takes place way earlier before Aliens happens, and you actually get to go on that ship with the eggs.
Yeah.
You get to go on that ship.
On the Nostromo?
Well, that's not the Nostromo. The Nostromo's the big mining ship.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, you get to go on the derelict alien craft on a planet with the eggs and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get to navigate around that. Really, really awesome. You get to chase down parts of the story that kind of fill in that gap between when Ripley went into hypersleep and the time she woke up. So you actually get to take the place of her daughter seeking answers about her mom.
Huh.
And it is so challenging.
I didn't know she had a kid.
She did, yeah. She had a daughter, Amanda Ripley.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't remember any of that.
Yeah, so they might not touch on it in the regular edition, but in the special edition of Aliens, they expand on that story a little bit, where Carter Burke comes in after one of her psych evaluations, sits down. He's like, "We got you an interview with the board to talk about your experiences and stuff like that. Just try and keep it together." And she's like, "What about my daughter? What about my daughter?" And he's like, "Well, I wanted to wait until after the tribunal or whatever. But we did find her, and here's Amanda Ripley. She passed away." Shows a picture of her as an old woman and stuff.
Yeah.
And she's like, "I told her I would be there for her 11th birthday." And, so she's 11 when Ripley disappeared. And now, 8 years after, or 9 years after, she's like 20 years old, and she's on board this station. She's a very resourceful woman. And
I knew nothing.
I'm telling you, if you get a chance to play it, it's out for PS4 and everything else. One of the best games I've ever played in my life, and probably one of the most challenging games.
Yeah.
And the movement and of the face huggers, the alien itself. I mean, it's basically you and a single alien dealing with that and people. So you've got to be quiet. Some people you got to shoot or take out. Some people you have to meander your way through conversation or avoiding them. Lots of skulking through air ducts and stuff, but the creep factor is high. Like, you play that in a dark room, I guarantee you're going to get crispy feelings on the old back of your neck.
Yeah, there's going to be a tight spot on your chair.
Probably one of the best games ever done. Certainly for story.
Yeah.
Gameplay is excellent. There are a few bugs with the heads-up display that can usually just be overcome by restarting the game. This is on PC. But I recommend, if you haven't played it,
give it a shot. Hey guys, we've had fun here today, but that's it. I'm not even going to answer this lady yet. We're just going to say, have a wonderful day. For Kelly, I'm Jason.
And for Jason, I'm Kelly.
And we want to thank you for coming out. We'll talk to you again real soon.
Have a great weekend.
Have a great weekend. We'll see you all again.
Adios.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Have a good time.
Hasta luego.